Okay. I'm live right here now. Eureka! I'm live right now. It's been a while. It's been a while on Facebook Live. It's been a while. I came live. It's been a while. I came on live. And I decided to come on live tonight. So we'll wait for a few more people to join us tonight. Okay, let's wait for more people to come on. We have more people coming on live. So let's just have some music. Some music. I think I am just directly around the light source. Okay. I need to move away from the light source. Okay. Welcome to the live tonight. This is Rise to Greatness. We'll play some music while I'll allow more people to join in before we get to the heart of tonight's discussion. Okay. So what I'm doing tonight is I'm doing a lot of testing. I'm just trying to do live after a very long time. I tend to make these more common. I tend to do these more consistently, sharing value. For those who have been watching on Facebook for a while now, we brought back the podcast, Right to Greatness podcast. So tonight, we're bringing back the videos alive. There'll be more live videos on Facebook and Instagram. Okay. So tonight, I'm just going to be testing so many things. Oh yes, we have one person joining us already. Please, if you are joining us and you can hear me, I like to know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, just type, I can hear. Oh, I have my brother Ayo Odemi here. Barista Ayo is online, okay. So if you can hear me, please just put, I can hear you. I'm testing a lot of things tonight. I'm moving from the current arrangement to more solid arrangement. Okay. If you can hear me, kindly put that you can hear me. I'm going to be bringing some people on camera. Okay. If you can hear me, you can just put, I can hear. If you can hear, put, I can hear. Before I really move on, we allow for more people to join before I move on. I need to move away from the light source, I think. Okay. Try to move away from the light source. Okay. Okay, I think it's better now. We have two people on the live right now. So if you can hear me, please say I can hear. You can just put in the comment. I might not be able to see the comment right now. Oh, yes. Barrister Ayodemi can hear me. Okay, great. We have 3 people on the call right now. Welcome. I want to welcome you to Rise to Greatness. My name is Emmanuel Ayeni. I'm an engineer. I'm a life coach. So I'm so excited to be on this live session right now. It's been a while. I've been able to come for live on Facebook. And it's so special at this time because we have a lot of live videos going on, a lot of live sessions. So, and I'm somebody that I'm not really into really doing things that are just popular without a purpose. So I had restrained myself from really coming on live for quite some time until I just felt today that it's a perfect time to really come and share tonight. And so I'm so happy, I'm excited to be here to share a couple of things. Oh, great. Alan, the sound is good. Thank you. Alan, the sound is good. So I'll just play some music in the background before we really get started into this topic of tonight, into the subject of the night. So tonight we'll be looking at a couple of things, and then I'm going to be telling a story. So if you are joining us, okay, so people can hear me now. Welcome. We have 2 people, okay, 3 people right now. I'd like to know where we're joining from. You can just tell me whenever you're joining from. You can, if you are watching from Lagos, just put Lagos. Good evening, everyone. Wherever you're watching from, you can just put in the comment. If you are watching from Lagos, put Lagos. If you are watching from Abuja, if you are watching from outside Nigeria, do well to put your city, your state that you're watching from. I love to know where we are all watching from. Thank you, everyone. It's a wonderful Thursday, and today on Rise to Greatness. Rise to Greatness is an inspirational show. We started this a long time ago, over 3-4 years ago, when I did my very first YouTube video. It was the very first YouTube video. And right now, and that was the first session of Rise to Greatness, where I began to share inspirational messages, inspirational tips. And right now, we have over 200 videos on YouTube already. And we've had Rise to Greatness. We've had a lot of online sessions. We've had some Rise to Greatness sessions on some campuses. And we've had one major Rise to Greatness seminar, the first one in Lagos. That was in 2018. So tonight on Rise to Greatness, I'm going to be sharing a couple of tips. And if you watch back on my timeline, we brought back Rise to Greatness podcast. Rise to Greatness podcast started also about 2 years ago, where we had about 57. Okay, we had about 50 podcast episodes, 50 episodes on SoundCloud. And recently we launched a new platform, which is Anchor. We joined the Anchor FM, anchor.fm. And if you were online in the morning, I also shared a link to the latest episode of Rise to Greatness. So I want to assure you, we are going to be having more episodes of Rise to Greatness podcast. And of course, tonight we are rolling out live, even at this time. So as the lockdown is just about rounding off and being rolled out, we are also trying to bring up more of this live. Not because everybody is doing live, but because it's just about time. It's just about time. So to bring more live and inspirational videos on your timeline. So tonight I'm going to be sharing. I want to welcome everyone. I have Barrister Ayobami Odeyemi. I have, my wife is also connecting, Jumoke Lawal. I have Motiu Mufta, that's Engineer Sulfur. Thanks for joining. So if you are there, you have other friends who would like to watch, I like to use a share button. Okay, I have more people joining on. You can use a share button, and let's share it like 5 times so that other people can join in before I really share. Because tonight I'm going to share something very sensational, something very inspirational. I'm going to be going to a story, and I love stories. Even when I take technical trainings, when I take core trainings, I have my friend also watching. I have Mr. Nwaze Victor. So everyone coming on, I want to appreciate you. Let's try to use a share button and share like 5 times so that other people can also catch up to watch it. And let's remember to type wherever we are watching from. I love to know where we're watching from so we can all know we are all connected no matter how far apart we are, even despite the social distancing. Tonight we're going to be looking at searching for what you already have. Searching for what you already have. It's quite a scintillating title. Searching for what you already have. Why should you be searching for what you already have? Is there any reason why we should be searching for what you already have? And now, it happens a lot in life that we keep searching for what we already have. It happens a lot. And I'm going to be sharing examples. I'm going to be sharing details and all that. But before we go on, I want to start with a story. But we have just 3 people. I want more people to really listen to this story. So if you're watching from wherever you're watching, try below your Facebook pane there, the screen, there is a share button, the arrow sign. Let's share like 5 times so that on our timeline, so that more people can join us before we go into the story. It's an interesting story. Trust me, very interesting story. And when I read the story about a year ago, it really changed my perspective on life, on the way I see things, actually. So I want to share this with more people. You can use a share button right there. Now, this topic we're going to be talking about tonight is about life. Life itself is a gift. Life is a gift. That was why a sage once said, he said, life is a gift. For instance, life is divided into 3 main parts. We have the past, the present, and the future. And then the past is gone. Anything that happened in the past is already gone. You cannot retrieve it again. But past is gone. But the present is a gift. And that is why it's called the present. Present is a gift. But the future, nobody knows the future because the future is still way ahead. But one interesting thing about the future is just the next 1 minute is a future. The next 5 minutes is a future. So I have more people joining. Welcome everyone. Remember to use a share button. Let's share 5 to 10 times. Let's share 10 times so that more people join us. We have more people joining us. Remember to share 10 times so more people can join us. So life is a gift. But remember, if you have a gift, for instance, somebody gifted you with, Shokumbi Tokwe, thanks for coming online. Oladipo Steven, thanks for coming online. Remember to use the share button so more people join us as we go into the story. If you have a gift and you really never love this gift that was given to you, you will never maximize it. You will never be pleasured by having the gift. For instance, let's just imagine that a teenager celebrating his, let's say, 15th birthday happened to be gifted with a bicycle or even maybe a PS2 or a PS4. Now, if he had not taken pleasure in this gift, if I was gifted with a PS4, a PlayStation, and a computer game, and I never really fell in love with this game, I will never maximize the usefulness of this gift until I really fall in love with it. If I was given a car as a gift, or I bought a car and I've gifted the car to another person, if the person never took pleasure in this car gift, if the person never liked this car gift, there is no way the person will really enjoy driving the car comfortably. Imagine you are given a BMW or you were given a Lamborghini on your birthday, and you have this Lamborghini, yellow, sleeky, wonderful Lamborghini on your birthday, but you never fell in love with a Lamborghini from day one. you are never going to really feel this Lamborghini. You are never going to really feel it. You are never going to really enjoy driving this Lamborghini around the block. You are never going to derive the pleasure that comes from owning this Lamborghini because you never fell in love with it the very first day. And so life itself is a gift from God. So until we identify, we recognize that it's a gift, then we are not going to really enjoy it. And that is why we are looking at the topic tonight. Yeah, we are 7 right now. We are 8 now. Thanks for coming, everyone. Shokumi Tokwe, Joy Doni, J. Olatunde. These are the new people joining us. Welcome once again. Remember to share on your timeline. There is an arrow down there on your screen. Share button. Let's share like 10 times so more people can join us. So tonight we are looking at Rise to Greatness. We are looking at searching for what you already have. It's a question. Are you searching for what you already have? Remember, we have life. We've been given the gift of life. But if we do not see life as a gift, we are never going to treat it as such. We are never going to be pleasured by having it as a gift. And if you do not appreciate it as a gift, you are never going to really enjoy it as a gift. And so, I'm going to my story, but not why we are really looking at this. Most times in life, we worry. We worry so much about things that we already have. Is that really funny? We worry most times. I'll take it slowly now. Most times in life, we worry about things that we already have. Isn't that funny? Now, if I already have this jacket on here, I already have this hoodie on now, why should I be worried that I already own it? If I already have a charger or a gadget, why should I be worried? And that's what happens in life. Most times we worry in life about the things we already have. I'll give you an instance. When we were little growing up, we always thought, one day I'm going to grow up, I'm going to be big, I'm going to be free from my parents, from corrections, from their chastisement, from their punishments, from the limitations. I'm going to be free to live on my own terms. I'm going to be free to live alone. And when we grew up, we left home, we left the nest, yet we felt, I can't wait to start a good job, to have a great job. And then the good job came, we got a great job, yet we still felt, I can't wait to have a pay raise. You say, I can't wait to have a pay raise. I can't wait to have an increase in salary. And that's what happens in life. From when we were born, we felt, I can't wait to be free. Then later on, we said, I can't wait to have a pay raise. If you have a pay raise, you say, I can't wait to have a better job. Thank you. Oh, my boss, Isaac Azano, thanks for coming online. Let's remember to share this. Let's share this. Let's use the share button 10 times till everybody hears. So tonight we are looking once again at searching for what you already have. So most times the premise of this is that we are already looking for what we already have. And when we look for what we already have, we do not see life as a gift. Most times we worry so much about the things that are already present in our life. I'll give you a story, but before I go into the story now, I need you to look at this. We were young, we wanted to be free. I have great people coming online. We were young, so I'll just go straight, so I won't be digressing so much. We were young, we wanted to be free. Now we grew up, we left the nest, we wanted to get a great job. You started a great job, we can't wait to get a pay raise. We've got a pay raise, we can't wait to get a better job, right? And now, while working, you said, I can't wait to find a woman or a man that will take me off my feet. I can't wait to find the perfect spouse. And then when you get the perfect spouse, you say, I can't wait to have wonderful children. And when you have the wonderful children, can you look at this now? When you have the wonderful children, you say, I can't wait to have those children grow up and be able to do things themselves. And when they grow up and they could do things for themselves around the house, say, I can't wait for these children to leave the house. And when they grow up and they left the house, then we say, I can't wait to see these children, come back to visit me. Can you imagine that? So in life, we keep looking for something, we keep chasing something, and that's what happened. That's why the topic is, are you looking for what you already have? Most times, we are always searching for the things we already have. So I'll take the story now. When we get to, oh, thank you. I have my cousin, Radbola. Thanks for watching. And for everyone just joining us, please, I want you to put the city, the state you're watching from. I have people watching from all over, from Nigeria and from outside Nigeria. So glad. So now, before I go into the story, I want to set this example again. If you want, now for instance, there is a lockdown, there is COVID-19, the pandemic is having a lot of effect in different spheres across the world now. Globally, we have different cases of exposure of people exposed to COVID-19. We have different people that that have been affected. We have a lot of death cases. We have some recovery as well. But now let's note something. While we were at work, we couldn't wait to get home. We said, oh, while we're at work, we said, I can't wait to be home, to stay at home for a very long time. And now we are home. We are now already, after spending 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks in the lockdown, we say, oh, I can't wait to get back to work. Or I can't wait to go out again. Can anybody relate with this? If you can relate with this, can you just type in, I can relate? If you can relate with what I'm saying right now, I want to be sure I'm not alone here right now. Can you just type, I can relate with this? Okay, I have people watching from Lagos. Great. Let's put our cities, and also let's note, if you can relate with this last example, please put it there. If you can relate. Are you searching for what you already have? Now we are home. We can't wait to get back to work. But while we were at work, like 2 months ago, we were saying, I can't wait to be home for a long time. And now we've been indoor, we still want to get back to work, or we want to go outside. So that is one thing about life. Most times in life, we are always looking for what we already have. We are always looking for what we already have. Now, yeah, we can all relate to this, yes. People can relate. Oh, great. My boss, Isaac Kazano, said, can relate. Yeah, I love. My wife says she can relate too. Okay, great. I want to go into the story now. This was a story I read about a year ago. I read a book by Eckhart Tolle. Eckhart Tolle, was an interruption. Okay, connect. Okay, there was a short glitch, but I'm back now. So if you can hear me, can you just let me know you can hear me? I want to be sure I'm back right now. There was an interruption. There was network interruption. So I'm going to take off from where I stopped, but can you hear me? Please, if you can hear me, please say, I can hear you. If you can hear me, kindly state, okay. Yeah, people can relate and people can hear me. Okay, great. So we are back. Now, I read a story from Eckhart Tolle in this book, The Power of Now. Very powerful book. Good. I have people from all over Nigeria watching. Great. My sister, Amalayo Olufaya, watching from Ibadan. Okay, great. I'm back on Barrister. I'm back. Great. This book, when I read this book, it really changed my life. The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle. I don't know if I have a book somewhere around here. I'm going to show it if I have it. It's a very old book I have from my library here. Oh, okay. Okay, it's not part of the books here. Okay. But the point was this. Eckhart Tolle's book, The Power of Now. There were so many stories, so many scenarios. But the main point was about staying in the present. It's about living fully in the present. That was what the book was about, Eckhart Tolle. And now there was a story. It was a story of Banzar. The guy's name was Banzar. And Banzar was one of the greatest Zen masters. He was one of the Zen masters. He was one of the Zen masters. And he was like an enlightened master. He was a guru. And now, this Zen master, Banzar, before he actually became enlightened, this was what happened to him. Banzar spent his money. He was traveling around. He went throughout Asia. He went throughout India. He traveled. He attended a lot of seminars, a lot of trainings, a lot of discussion groups. Banzar was traveling around the world. he was searching for enlightenment. He wanted to be enlightened. He was searching for enlightenment. But this enlightenment eluded him. It eluded him. He never got enlightened. He never got enlightened. While he was searching for it everywhere, he went to the greatest masters, he listened to them, he asked questions, but he did not become enlightened. He didn't get the wisdom, the knowledge he needed. He never got enlightened. But see what happened now. One particular day, it was a very sunny day, balmy day. He was in the marketplace, and something changed his life. It was just a normal conversation. One simple conversation changed Banzar's life. And that was where he became enlightened. I'll tell you what. As Banzar was in the marketplace, there was a conversation going on between a butcher and a customer. And this butcher was trying to sell this pile of meat to the customer. And the customer asked the butcher, he said, "Can you please give me the best meat that you've gotten? Give me the best meat that you've got there." And the butcher told him, "All the meat that I have, this meat I have is the best meat." And right there and then, Banzar got enlightened from that conversation. The customer asked the butcher that, "Please give me the best meat that you got." And the butcher answered him. He said, "Every meat that I've got is the best." And now, this was a moral there. This was a story there. Until we begin to see every meat that we have as a best. Until we begin to see every meat that we have as a best, we will still keep looking for the best. This was a conversation that changed Banzar's life, and right there, he became enlightened. He became enlightened. And now you'll be asking, if it was the meaning of this enlightenment that he got, what really did he get? What really made the difference? And now, this was what made the difference to Banzar. He saw that if the buyer were to say, "Okay, I'm looking for another meat, this is not the best," he was going to keep looking for the best meat everywhere. In fact, he might go throughout the market. The same thing. Banzar had been traveling around different places in India, in Asia, Europe. He was looking for enlightenment. But when he got to that point, after everything, he was by himself. He was present in the moment. It was when he observed the conversation, it was when he was present at that time that he realized that, see, hey, this is the enlightenment I want. This is the enlightenment I want. That is, every meat that you have is the best. So until Banzar saw that the meat that he had was the best, he did not become enlightened. And what do you mean meat? Meat here might mean a situation, a conversation. It might mean an experience. So until you first of all see the situation where you are as the best, you keep looking up for the best thing. And that brings me back to the topic that, are you looking for what you already have? Are you searching for what you already have? Most times in life, we are looking for joy. We are looking for happiness. We are looking for the excitement in things. We're looking for excitement in the next book. Oh, maybe I'll get the excitement in the next movie. Maybe when the cinema, now we've been home. We've been indoor for a long time now, for 4 weeks. But the time everybody was out, when we were all out, we were saying, oh, let me go out to the cinema. If I see the movie, maybe I'll get joy, I get some excitement. Oh, if you got some high, then after a while you say, okay, the next movie might bring me some high. The next movie might bring some high. Now, until you now realize that this is a moment, and you treat this moment as the best, you are never going to find that joy, because the joy that you are looking for is already present. Now I'll go to my own story. I'll go to my own story right now. I like to share this a lot. And one of the moments when I talk about joy, one of the times I found joy was about a year or 2 years ago. I was off my job. The company that I worked for then had downsized. Our department had been taken offshore, had been transferred offshore. So a lot of people lost their jobs. But what happened, what was peculiar was that for about 2, 3 months, I was off work. I was not on a job. But of course, I've always had my side hustles. I've always done my speaking. I've always done my speaking. I've always done my technical consulting and IT consulting services by the side. But as a startup, you wouldn't have a lot of things going on. And about this time, we had just moved as a young couple. We had just moved into a new apartment, into a bigger apartment. And this had been a kind of investment. Now, the point was, at this time, we were expecting our first son. And so it was so the first few weeks was actually not a very easy time. But notice, there was a time, a moment in time, around that time, I found joy. At a point in time, my wife checked the kitchen and she said, this was the last meal that we had in the house. She said, this was the last meal that we had in the house. So we're not sure of what we're going to eat the next day. So what happened? As she told me in that moment, how? You might ask. As she told me that, I busted into laughter. I began to laugh uncontrollably. Why? Because it was funny. Because now, at that moment in time, I was like outside myself. I became an observer, observing the situation from outside. Like, I was off a job. I wasn't on a job. My wife was pregnant. We were expecting our first son, and I was not on a job. I had not gotten another job yet that time. And yes, I had some money, but they were not liquid. So there was nothing around that time, and we didn't know what to eat the next day. And when she told me that, I began to laugh. And that was the time I found joy. And let me explain. Because at that moment, I discovered that joy is actually a choice. Joy is actually a choice. You can choose to embrace the situation from the point of an observer and be grateful. Because at that moment, what made me laugh at that time was that I realized that this was a temporary situation, and it was a very funny situation, that after what was already going on, we were going to laugh. So I began to laugh from that understanding that, hey, this was just a very, very, very unusual situation, but it was funny. So that was the moment I found joy. And I discovered at that time that if you stay long enough in the moment, if you treasure every moment, if you see each moment as the best, then you realize of the things you already have. And it brings me to the next point, that the point is to search for what you already have is to not be in the moment, is to not be content. When you're not content with what you already have, you will begin to search for what you already have. And that's why we look for joy in places, we look for joy in things, we look for joy in moments, we look for joy in experiences. We think we'll look for joy maybe in travel, but look at the lockdown. We've all been down, we've all been here, we've all been home, we've all been working, doing things from home. You could not travel, go out, you could not go see a movie. You had to watch the movies at home, you had to watch TV at home, you had to spend more time with family. And in that moment, we had moments that made us to really stay in the present. So remember, if you begin now to look at the past now and dwell so much on the past, maybe past mistakes, past failures, you will enter into a spiral cycle of regret. You will enter into a downward spiral cycle of regret. And if you begin to look into the future with fear, you lose control. But if you stay in the moment, and how do you stay in the moment? I'm going to share how to stay in the moment right now. From the story I shared earlier about Banzar wouldn't have become enlightened, even though he had traveled so far, learning so many things from the gurus, from the Zen masters. He became a Zen master himself, but he wouldn't have gotten enlightened if he had not paid attention to the conversation going. So that's why right here, as I'm here right now, I'm looking at everyone here and putting myself here into the moment. I'm breathing, I'm relaxing. I'm taking everything into this moment right now to share from my heart that if we stay in the moment, we'll be able to see things from a new perspective. We'll be able to see things with gratitude. And that is how to stay in the moment. That is how to stay in the moment. So I'm bringing this conversation to an end right now by saying this. Gratitude is an altitude. Gratitude is an attitude that takes you to the highest altitude. I'll say that again. Gratitude, the attitude of gratitude will take you to the highest altitude. So if you really want to stay in the moment, if you want to stay in the moment, you need to stay grateful. When you are grateful to God for everything, and if you say, oh, what is there to be grateful for? The first thing you need to be grateful for, above everything, is for breath. If you can take a deep breath, you can breathe in and out, you have more than enough reasons to be grateful. Because even in your breath alone, scientists have said, researchers have said, by drawing so much air into your lungs, into your body, you are able to oxygenate your blood, and your blood cells can carry enough oxygen. And that alone can detoxify. That alone can ease you of stress. So when you stay grateful. Now, back to my story then. When she told me that we didn't have food in the house that time, I laughed, I burst into laughter. And then, do you know what happened? About a week or thereabout from then, we had the most food that ever been in the house than we had ever had in my working years. And those were the times that I was not in the job. We had in the house the most food in the house than we've ever had in my working years. Because I decided to see things as a victor, as an observer, and not as a victim. So, right, gratitude is what keeps you in the moment. Gratitude is what makes you aware. So when you stay grateful, you will be aware. So I hope we got value. If we got value, please share this video with friends. You can hit the share button. And if you want to watch more videos like these, you can check my YouTube. We have over 160 videos now, about over 200 videos on YouTube, and we're going to be releasing more videos. So tonight, I just wanted to test my setup here. I wanted to, yes, gratitude unleashes creativity. Thank you for that. Gratitude unleashes creativity. And there was also another quote about gratitude, but tonight is not a quote about, it's not a talk about gratitude. Some other night, I'm going to share about gratitude, so much about, but what we really need to know is that the joy that we already seek is already in us, is already with us. The love that you're looking for is already in you. Some people are always looking for love. Oh, I'm looking for love, I'm looking for love. You yourself, you are love. You are a bundle of love. You were created by love. You were made of love. You are made of God, and God is love. So when you understand that the things you already have are wonderful, are many, are so much. Yes, Barry Sayobami says we get so obsessed looking for the next best thing and never realize when we are having our best moment until it is too late. Wow, this is great. This is great. This is great. He said, we get so obsessed looking, thank you for that contribution, Barry Sayobami. He said, we get so obsessed looking for the next best thing and never realize when we are having our best moments until it is too late. And that is it. Most times, we are in a hurry, we are always after something, and then we miss the moments of life. We miss the moments of life. We miss watching the kids because we are rushing off to work. Or we miss watching, even smelling the roses because, we are trying to avoid traffic, or, we need to stay in the moment with gratitude. By being more aware, by breathing, by staying in the moment. So thank you, everyone. I really appreciate you for coming online tonight. And so tomorrow we're going to be live again by 10 p.m. I'm going to be sharing more value. And I'm going to release a podcast for this series also tomorrow. Thank you, and keep rising to greatness. Bye for now.